Hey everyone, welcome back to the Casual Watch Review channel. Today I've got a Boldr review in. Now this is the fourth Boldr watch that I've reviewed. I reviewed the GMT that they had, that Expedition that I was really taken by. They did a great job of that. And then the Venture. Now this is also a Venture. This is the new Venture. So let's have a look at it. It comes in this very simple cardboard box. And I am more than happy with a watch roll. In fact, I prefer it instead of a large ornate box that just ends up being put away. At least a watch roll, you can kind of use it, or at least fantasize about all the uses that you could have for it, and then still put it away with the other boxes. But anyway, this is like a canvas roll with a leatherette style material. Just unfurls there. Then here we have the watch on this side. On this side we have the warranty card, warranty information, and then a Boldr sticker here. The warranty on these is 24 months, which I think is awesome. This watch is going to retail for $300. Before I dive into the review, my usual disclaimer, Boldr have sent me this watch in for review, but they haven't asked for, been given, or been offered any input in this review, positive, negative, or otherwise. This is my own opinion of the watch, although they did send it me for free. Okay, on this side here is the watch. Now, I've gone for this one, which is the navy version of the watch. Again, it's titanium, like the quartz one was, very, very light. This one is a 38mm case. We'll do the measurements in a second. Using the tried and tested NH35A movement, the Seiko, or under their TMI brand. I always like this movement. In fact, I prefer it over a lot of the Seiko movements, to be perfectly honest. It's packing a lot of value for the money. So they're going to retail for $299. They're currently available on the Boldr website. Automatic NH35A movement and the titanium case on here. They've done an excellent job of this titanium case. Has this very distinctive Boldr, now becoming synonymous with their design language, is this very geometric style that they're using for the case. And then these very industrial crowns that have this really nice knurling on them, and then the sign crown. This has become almost their look. They're not copying any other looks. They've really got their own style, and it's putting a few of the other watch brands to shame, honestly. That if a watch company that sells most of their watches for less than $1,000, in some cases like this one less than $300, if they can come up with their own unique design and their own unique design language, then so can everyone else, is my view of it. It is a field watch style. You can tell it's got that familiar field watch look to it with the large Arabic numerals on here and then the 24-hour on the inside. But the case is giving it a very distinctive look itself. So it's taken a lot of design cues from the field watch, but also it has its own style. One of the other interesting things with this is that it comes on a NATO, and I believe, in fact I'm almost sure, that the hardware on the NATO also titanium as well. So I think they've done a real good job of this for under $300. Let's just try it on the wrist here so you can see, and then I'll go through some of the things that I really like about this and some of the things that my personal preference are changed, and they're mainly to do with the strap. So here it is on the wrist, extremely light, 38mm case. There it is. I mean, you can hardly feel it. It's titanium, extremely light. My only one point with it on this NATO is the NATO is thicker NATO style. In fact, it's almost as coarse as some of those Zulu straps that you see. So I've been wearing it on this strap, but also another NATO, which is kind of like a single pass-through. And I think that actually fits my wrist a lot better. The size is good for my personal taste, and this is just my personal opinion. I wish it was a slightly bigger. I wish it was more like 40mm case, but it is a field watch and the field watches are smaller. 20mm lug is probably the best out there. You can get many different straps for it. They not only offer this in different colour combinations, but also it comes with a corresponding NATO strap. You can easily swap it out to another NATO. They're not fixed spring bars, so you could easily swap it out onto another different strap, a leather strap or whatever. I upgraded the spring bars here to the fat bars. I always prefer those for the NATO straps. These fat bars, I'll leave a link to them down below. They're also on my Amazon store. So let's zoom in and get a real good look at that dial. Zooming in on the dial, we can see the measurements now. Here's the lug-to-lug measurement. 38mm case, 20mm lug width, and then a thickness of 14mm. Now, what I will say is on the website, the blue looks similar to the strap blue, but it's not quite. It's more of a greeny blue. I quite like it, but it's more of a greeny blue. The loom is decent. I don't think anybody does it really as good as Seiko does it, but it's a decent loom shot. We can see that the numbers and the hands are loomed here. We've got that real nice flash of orange on the second hand. I like this second hand, reminiscent of early Seiko watches, the early turtle watches. And then the hands, very distinctive. They've got that point on them to point exactly at the numbers. It looks like the hands are from a technical instrument for telling the time. On the inner track, we have the 24-hour. I normally prefer to see the logo embossed or applied on the dial, but here they've printed it, and that's fine. It suits the field watch aesthetic. And then we've got Venture, automatic, and then this is, even though it's a field watch, it still has that 200-meter water resistance, screw-down crown. I'm a big fan of the Boldr crowns. I love what they do with the knurling. It's slightly recessed, and then we have that very geometric shape on the case. Moving on to the side, a flat sapphire crystal which slightly protrudes beyond the bezel. But I like the way they've done this. It looks almost like a ship's porthole. In summary, again, I think Boldr have done a great job of this. I love the use of titanium. Love the dial, the layout. There's a lot of thought being put into it. I also like the fact that even though it's using a common watch style field watch, they've really made it their own. Things I think could be improved. Well, I mentioned it on the NATO. I think that the NATO is just a tad too thick for the watch that it comes with. Also with it being lighter, with it being titanium. But again, easily resolved. I think it offers a great value for money. But anyway, it doesn't matter what I think, it matters what you guys think. So let me know in the comment section down below. As always, I appreciate any comments. If you want to contact me directly, contact me on any of these social media links or directly at thecasualwatchreviewer@gmail.com. As always, appreciate what you're watching, guys, and I'll see you next time on the Casual Watch Review channel. Thanks, guys. Bye.